I'm over here with Miss Maureen. We just finished a awesome workout. She's been tearing it up. You might recognize some of the videos we've been posting earlier. She has accepted the Project 10 challenge when I challenged her, and actually her and her husband, Mr. Cordy, couldn't be here, but he's doing an excellent job along with his challenge as well. But today we want to take a little bit of a time to kind of get a little more involved with us and to make sure to really stress the importance for everybody out there to hit that like button, share those comments, and just really motivate all our challenge shakers. It makes such a big difference. All right. Now, Miss Maureen, she has shared with me a fantastic story along with her progress and her success into this Project 10. And it's all on her. You know, I mean, she's the one that made the decision. She's the one that made the goal to do it. And we want to be able to give everybody the opportunity to kind of learn and give you that opportunity to share and comment and motivate her and congratulate her. So I'm going to stop babbling and we're going to get right to it, okay? Now, I have my notes here on my phone. Miss Maureen, it's been about 3 weeks, would you say?
Yes,
it's
3 weeks
probably,
today.
Oh, literally today.
3 weeks today.
3 weeks today since you've jumped onto the challenge. Now, what is something that you've noticed beyond the scale moving? Now, you told me 2 things before. So.
Right. Well, one of the things is that in my current job, I am out in the community a lot, and I do a lot of walking from office to office and whatnot. So a lot of the medical office buildings that I go into are several stories. And there was a time in the not so distant past that I couldn't walk up to the 2nd story or the 3rd flight of stairs. When I got to the top, I'd have to stop and rest and sort of lean against the wall and catch my breath before I could go into an office to speak to the staff there. Well, this week, on Wednesday after we worked out, and I got dressed and I went to work, I went to a medical office building, and as I stood in front of the elevator and the door to the stairway was right there, I thought, let me try. And I made it all 3 flights of stairs.
All 3 flights?
All 3 flights. I was not out of
So
breath.
hold on. 3 weeks into the challenge, you're doing your whole work day, you're doing everything like that, and you have the opportunity. Elevator, stairs.
Yeah. And I know they always say it's always more important to take the stairs because you'll get that little bit, but I never physically could do it and then do my job when I got to the office.
Right.
I wasted a lot of time.
It was either work or stairs.
Right. It really was. It was really work or stairs.
Okay.
So I took the stairs and I made it to the top of the 3 flights. Never had to stop, didn't have to rest, didn't have to pause when I got there, walked straight into the doctor's office that I needed to talk to, and didn't lose my breath, and I felt great.
What? That is awesome. So
it was a huge
we got to the top of the stairs, and you're still able to do your work day, and you didn't need to call life support or a respirator, no oxygen tank or anything.
As a matter of fact, when I got back in the stairwell after leaving the doctor's office to go down the 3 flights of stairs, I did a little victory dance for myself.
Are you just like dancing down the stairs? That is so awesome. That's fantastic, Miss Maureen. So not only were you able to continue your work day, but you challenged yourself by going up the 3 flight of stairs and then doing a victory dance going down the stairs.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That is so exciting. That's fantastic. And what was the other thing you were telling me about?
Well, this is totally, I'm sure, a girl thing, but...
all right, ladies, listen up. This is for you. Guys, plug your ears.
Because I'll be honest, on the scale itself, you know, it doesn't matter to me what the numbers say, as long as I'm feeling better, I know I'm getting healthier, and I feel different, and I can achieve those little milestones that make me know that I'm making a difference.
Right.
And that is, I went to go out to dinner with my husband, and I put on a pair of jeans that is a whole size smaller than I've been wearing, and I didn't have to lay down on the bed to zip them up and do the dance to get them on over my hips. I just put them on, pulled them up, and zipped them up. It was awesome.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so guys, I know we're not sure about this whole dancing in the clothes things. That's not a thing for us.
The ladies know what I am talking about.
But just ask your
whole
wives.
Wiggle.
So you didn't have to do the whole happy dance to get into your pants.
I did not.
That is so awesome.
In just 3 weeks.
In just 3 weeks.
In just 3 weeks.
So you've been able to accomplish a physical feat, something you weren't able to do,
Absolutely.
and now even your clothes are even fitting much better.
Absolutely.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. That is really good. And the next question, Miss Maureen, since we're talking about that, the little life steps, the little minute building blocks, those little small victories within your bigger victory of your challenge, let me ask you, and this might get really personal, so if you need to censor it, I understand, but what was it, what is the breaking point, the straw that broke the camel's back, or if I can even be brave to say what tipped the scale? okay, that says, I am going to accept this Project 10 challenge. Because we've known each other for quite some time, and you know I've been doing health and fitness, martial arts, and all that stuff for quite some time.
And I've even gone out of your studio a few times.
Yes. So then...
Always with the great intention of doing what I need to do.
And now we're knocking it out.
Yeah, I've always had sort of a... You know, I just came in with great intentions, and I felt really motivated, and for whatever reason, there just was something missing in that chain, the link that had to make everything come together.
Right.
And as you know, I'm a medical professional, so
yes.
I have all the facts. I know all of the information. And while I know it here, I didn't feel it here, and it didn't matter. You know, it's hard to go out and promote being healthy and doing something in a healthcare community and promoting healthcare when you're, you know, obviously overweight and out of shape yourself.
When you're out of the visual.
Sure, and aside from having children that I want to be able to be active with and play with and all of that, and you know, being active with my husband and going and, you know, doing the things that we love to do,
right.
you know, outside hiking and
being
biking and whatever, and being a family.
Yes, definitely.
I got the opportunity with a girlfriend of mine to go on a trip, and I haven't been on a plane in 12 years. And got on the plane, and I actually didn't fit. I fit in the seat, but when I went to buckle the seat belt, there was no room left at the end of the seat belt.
Oh no!
And it was absolutely shocking and life-changing.
Yes,
that I thought, oh my gosh, I'm about to be one of those people that have to ask for a seatbelt extender. And the girlfriend that I went with has had a heart attack in the past, and she's only in, well, she's in her early 50s now, but way too young to have had a heart attack. And
definitely, completely.
She's smaller than me, so I thought it was a huge, huge wake-up call.
A big eye-opener.
A big eye-opener. So the minute that I got back into town from that flight, that very next week is the week I walked into your studio, and I said, I give up, I surrender, help me.
Let's do this. Challenge accepted, right? Oh my
Yes.
goodness, and forgive me for this, because I'm tiny, so to speak. I didn't even know they had extenders for seatbelts.
They do.
Really?
They do. Absolutely, they do. And I don't know if you know, but as a lot of airlines now will make you purchase 2 seats if you don't fit in the seat. In one seat.
Oh, because you're actually taking up another seat.
They'll make you purchase 2 tickets.
Oh my goodness. So not only, ladies and gentlemen, not only is it bad for your health and, I mean, your wealth of having a poor diet and letting yourself go, but travel expenses, it's bad for your travel expenses.
I mean, I literally would not have been able to go on that trip if I had had to purchase 2 seats.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I would not have been able to go. So,
my goodness.
You know, there are no words. That's just incredible to me.
So, next trip, when we get this challenge done, we are going to get on an airplane and we are going to have
to
show how much
And I will take a little
video
of me putting on my seatbelt with all my extra straps.
With the extra length of the strap. That is so awesome. We're going to have to do that. We'll definitely plan that.
Absolutely.
Now, we also had Mr. Cord, right?
Right, he's at work today. So
he's at work, so he couldn't make it. He's not being a slacker. Keep encouraging him, all right? He's knocking it out. He's doing an awesome job. But you know how it is. Husbands and wives, they get together. Wives, you know what I'm talking about. They'll, you know, make these slow things, and then the husband says, oh, I have to lose 10 pounds, and it's gone in like 3 hours, okay, right? You understand what I'm talking about. It isn't fair, but on this case, what was something else you're sharing with me on behalf of Cord? What happened with him? He has a pretty remarkable transformation as well.
He really does. The other part of this is, you know, I want to say one thing too. In a family situation, it doesn't take just one person to do this. One person can do it and succeed at the challenge,
right?
But what an awesome gift if you can do it as a whole family, or at least as a couple, and kind of sort of just transform not just your life but that whole household. So that's something that we're trying to do. And so for Cord, his family has a long history of heart disease and a lot of struggles there. His grandfather, you know, actually died, I believe, at the age of 43, which is the age that Cord is getting ready to be next month.
Oh my goodness.
So that's kind
really
of
young, 43.
milestone. I believe he was 43. I'm sure that he was in his 40s. My son over there is saying that he was 44. But either way,
good job, Seth.
There was no warning. He just died, and that I attribute to heart disease, which comes from having really high levels of cholesterol that has no signs or symptoms that you have high cholesterol,
right?
Until it's too late usually. So Cord is a big promoter in in saving lives, he donates blood as often as he can, which is, I believe, every 12 or 14 weeks. As soon as his time card comes in, he's there. He's donated a couple of gallons of blood over his life. And when they do that, they always check your cholesterol, and they send it to you just as a screening. And the last time that he did it a couple of months ago, his number was pushing 300.
300.
It was 280.
Now, for those that aren't sure, what is the danger zone in cholesterol?
Anything over 200.
Anything over 200 cholesterol, guys, you need to get it worked out.
It's high. That's way too high. You should be under 150 to be in a relatively safe zone. Anything, I believe over 159 to 189 is borderline high, and anything over 200 is way too high.
Okay.
And he was 286.
Cord was 286.
286.
Isn't that like heart attack
realm? It is absolutely heart attack realm. I would be scared to draw his blood and do the breakdown of the cholesterol, because you have your overall cholesterol number, which is what the blood centers give you when you donate blood, but you also have good cholesterol and bad cholesterol.
Right.
Bad cholesterols come from eating fried and processed foods and
Pay
fatty
attention.
foods,
Listen.
your red meats, your whole eggs, stuff like that. Your good cholesterols, your body naturally produces. However, when you exercise, they increase. Exercising increases those good cholesterols. Those are your HDLs. Your bad ones are your LDLs. So we don't even have that breakdown for him, and I would be scared to see what it is.
Okay.
But he just recently donated again after 2 weeks of just working out and doing the Project 10 challenge, and his cholesterol has dropped 45 points.
45 points. Okay, let's make sure I understand. Right on the verge of heart attack, in 2 weeks of the Project 10 challenge, making a big difference, also building some better relationships with the husband and wife thing as we're talking about. He was able to drop his points 45 points on his cholesterol level.
Which medicine can't do in 2 weeks.
Medicine can't do that. Now this is your field, this is your job.
This is my job. There's no, medicine will drop your cholesterol points, but usually your doctor won't bring you back until 4 to 6 weeks to have that blood redrawn to even see if there's a difference. And in my experience, I can't think of anyone that I've ever met that dropped 45 points even in a month. So
awesome,
45 points in 2 weeks is phenomenal.
That is fantastic.
Absolutely.
That is wonderful. So, last question, because I know we got to go. Guys, stay with me a little bit more, okay? Last question. So, you're a wife, you're a mom, you have a full-time job.
I do.
You have 2 wonderful young boys. They're in multiple activities.
They are.
You and your husband, do multiple activities. You said that you guys express a lot of desire to do family stuff.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm sure, with that being said, ladies, you can all relate to this. You are a perfect example of a modern-day woman. I mean, you're still beautiful. You're still a wonderful young lady. Beautiful heart. You're so caring. You're so compassionate. You get out there and do stuff for your community, promoting health already. Now, the thing I want to ask you is, how do you feel with everything that we've said, everything that you guys learned? How do you feel now about taking the time to do this for yourself?
I'm speechless.
Okay.
It's priceless. You can't. That's part of what made me want to do it. Also, in the back of my head, which has been motivation in the past as well. But my mom's not with me anymore, and hasn't been for about 10 years, and so she's not getting to see. She's seen her older grandkids, but not my kids. And I want to be able to be around to see my children's children. I want to see my grandchildren. I want to meet them. I can't even express what it means to stop a minute and take the time to take care of myself. How can you expect to take, you've heard it 1,000 times, but you really can't take care of anybody else appropriately unless you take care of yourself. And while I, in the beginning, thought, okay, it was one more thing to put on my calendar, but I have to take the time to put that hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever it is a week into my schedule, I leave here with so much more energy than I ever had before to go get my day done.
That's
so
awesome.
I get to work, and my coworkers are like, what are you on? What is wrong with you?
How much coffee have you drank?
And I'm like, none. I went to the gym. I feel great. Let's go. We got stuff to do. And
awesome.
It's made a huge difference that I can't put words on.
Oh, that is so awesome. That is so encouraging. Miss Maureen, thank you so much. High five to you. Give me a hug. So inspirational, such a wonderful leader. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and please do hit the like button, share those comments, and this might be something that connects to you. Now, we're here for you. 9-Day Coach, if this is something that has instilled something into you and you find it, as what you said, something that made that connection, says, I have to do this, I have to make it for myself, to take care of myself, to better take care of my family.
Absolutely.
Guys, if this is something that's you, share some comments. You need some help yourself.
Reach out.
Reach out, and we're here for you. Right? So again, we're challenging you to make that Project 10 challenge, a 10-pound difference in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, take care. Thank you very much.